Hi everyone, and welcome back to Manda T and Me. Today we return for episode 4 of Tales of the Neon Sea. Also return of my cute mug. Anyway, as you remember from last time, we unfortunately were led to the body of Mrs. Perry, a well-known lady from the neighborhood, by our friend William and his adorable girlfriend Elizabeth. So we were able to conclude the manner of death and the approximate time of death, but we will now need to go up to her apartment and see what actually happened to lead her to tumble down on top of that dumpster. So get yourself something cozy and reassuring, and let's get into the game. Anything else you can see from the crime scene? It's a cool, Oh, I can't leave now. Okay. Always have to check. There's always things. Steak. Aww. Rest in peace. I'll try my best to find the murderer. Aw, Rex. Can talk to this person? Are you Mr. Rex? My name is Catherine, and I'm a big fan of yours. Editors. Can you please give some advice? Some advice? Well, this may not be the best time. I'm sorry, I still need to take note. I'll ask for your advice later. Oh, okay. Hey, Elizabeth, why are you here? What's that on you? Are the street cats bullying you? Poor Elizabeth. This child knows the white cat. Maybe she can tell us something. I know it's a little bit of a repeat from last time, but... hey, little friend, what's your name? Hello, sir, my name is Alice. Do you know this cat? Of course I know her. She's the prettiest cat of them all, Mrs. Perry. Simply adores her. Elizabeth! Do you know which apartment Mrs. Perry lives in? I need to visit her. Yes, I do. She lives in 303, right under my place. Okay, so we've got a memo to go to room 303. Thank you. All right. Well, let's see. Mrs. Perry. Oh, she looks like a nice old lady. The landlord of the Sephora. I don't know. I want to call it sophomore. I think it's because I think of the store, and then this has an O instead. But anyway, the landlord of the Sephora Apartments, an old-fashioned apartment building with comfortable rooms and reasonable rent. She always feeds the street cats, resulting in a rise in cat activity in the neighborhood. She sometimes feels bad for her neighbors because of this. Royd. Rex's chief back when he was on the force. He's a good man but has trouble getting promotions due to his distaste for kissing the butt of his superiors. Alright, here's the case information. Case files! The deceased person, Mrs. Perry, human female, 150 centimeters, more than 70 years old, widowed, unemployed, owner of the Sephora Apartments, well off, feeding the cats as habit. Body condition, late rigor mortis period, after death, trauma on the face, earlobes and wrists, bludgeoning to the head was decided to be the fatal wound. Crime scene situation, 70 centimeter long and 35 centimeters at the widest part, rubbing strip mark on the ground. Filth and lichen was seen to have destroyed the ground. Sedimentation, a small amount of blood can be seen on the rubbing mark, and there's no mark of wheels or similar vehicular transport. Initial investigation result. 1. The time of death is about 20 to 26 hours ago. The reason of death is insufficient blood supply to the brain. 2. As there is no clue indicating the back alley to be the murder crime scene, it is assumed the body was dumped here after the death. The deceased was wearing pajamas, so it was likely that she had been killed at home. It is suggested the deceased room to be investigated. 3. From analyzing rigor mortis markings, someone must have taken the jewelry away from the dead. Comparing separate rigor mortis areas, the jewelry had been stolen 7 to 10 hours ago after she was killed, 14 to 17 hours before the body was discovered. 4. There was a lot of footprints around the trash pile. The footprint indicates the owner may be male, about 165 centimeters tall, humped, leaning to the left slightly, 45 to 50 years old, 35 to 45 kilograms of weight. He had stolen at least 2 pieces of jewelry and is likely to be selling them soon. It is suggested that the police search and monitor the black market nearby. Very specific. Alright. Oh yeah, the truck was blocking our way last time. We finished our investigation. Let's leave the rest to Carl and check out the victim's home. I don't like Carl. Carl's rude. Are you ready to go upstairs? Yep. Let's go. Sephora Apartments 1F. So we're on the first floor. I think this is going to be a thing. Mrs. Perry must be one of his supporters because this poster is in pristine condition. Look at the kitties on the wall. Just a nice cat lady. Can we take the elevator? So we can take the elevator, but can we interact with the steps at all? Let's just find out. It looks very dark. Let's take the lift. You need to lose some weight, Inspector Royd. Rex. His hat, like, lights up. Mrs. Perry lives on the 3rd floor. Can you hit the button? Something tells me we can't. Oh, maybe we can. I just assumed that there was going to be a problem. Sephora Apartments, 3rd floor. 303. This must be Mrs. Perry's place. I'll call a professional to unlock the door. Don't bother. Let me do it. Oh no, it's one of these. Step lock design can withstand electronic tampering and forced entry. The only way to unlock it is to guide the signal to the target by moving the discs. Okay. I'm just looking at all the ways that... Okay, so that's the... Are there only 2 rings? What else here changes? Oh, okay. I get it. It's not gonna make it any easier, though. Easy peasy. This half mechanical and half electronic lock can go to the museum now. Oh no! Stay where you are and put your hands in the air. Well, maybe he's not aggressive. Maybe we're just making an assumption. I've got you covered, Rex. Move up and check it out. Just like the good old days. Oh, that's right. Brand new shoes. Some hair. I wonder if this is just her butler bot. Softer, yeah. Look at that bow tie. Wearing clean and tidy servant shoes. Yeah. Judging from his clothes, this robot is an indoor servant who paid attention to manners and details. The crest indicates that he was working for a specific family. Okay, let's just take a look inside of him. Okay, so we have some hair belonging to the deceased, and the soles of the shoes were stained with Mrs. Perry's blood and was tracked all the way to the sofa. Oh man, guys. The status code indicates it has shut down. Dried blood. Okay. The hair and blood are confirmed to be Mrs. Perry, so it's highly likely to be involved. Alright, I guess put it all together. Robot suspect. Blood and hair has been detected on the robot, so he was involved in some way, but he broke down here for no obvious reason. I think the robot's being framed. Relax, Royd. He's in hibernation mode. That thing scared the hell out of me. I almost shot it. Wait, what's that on the couch? It's blood, Rex. Take a look at this. Did you say blood? There's also blood on the hands and feet of this robot. Robots are unable to harm humans, so what's all the blood? Let's check it out. Alright, we got a bunch of memos in here. A butler robot of the Caroline family, saved by Kathy Caroline during the pureblood baptism at the end of the 21st century. He joined the Caroline family to become Kathy Caroline's personal steward. He was responsible for the recruitment and training of other servants, and was regarded as a model butler among the royal families. After Kathy's oldest granddaughter was born, he took up the responsibility of taking care of her daily life. I don't think it's the guy. It's way too simple. Here's a Sholikov. There we go. The Sholikov family has been manipulating the national economy in secret for many years before becoming publicly active while planning the construction of Sky City. As the project's main backer, the Sholikov family provided a large amount of financial and material support to the government, which made it possible to complete the unbelievable Sky City in a surprisingly short time. As a spokesperson of the family, Alex Sholikov spent his days in the upper-class society, investing in high-rising enterprises and supporting several entrepreneurs. He has established an incomparable reputation in the city. More than 70% of the population favor him in the election, so he has a good chance of becoming the next mayor. I can make all sorts of hypotheses, like they want to flatten part of the city and continue building, and she's in the way, and they're framing the butler to boost his robot, platform. I don't know. There are dry bloodstains on the front and back of the couch. These bloodstains appear to be an attempt to clean up the blood spatter. Oh, I'm guessing that the robot was just trying to be a robot and clean. This is Mrs. Perry's blood, and it looks like a full 24 hours since the blood dried up. It's likely that Mrs. Perry was killed about 12 o'clock yesterday. Also, judging from the trajectory of the blood splash, it was an upward strike, with the swing starting at a low angle. Let's assume this is the primary crime scene. I'll organize all the information we have so far. Meanwhile, let me know if you find something else. Bloodstain on the couch appeared about 12 p.m. yesterday, which is the time of Mrs. Perry's death. The attack was launched from a position lower than Mrs. Perry's height. Looks like Mrs. Perry had a visitor before she died. Let's see what other information we can find. Yeah. It's Mrs. Potts. There are fingerprints and lip marks on Mrs. Perry in the cups. The other cup has marks left by a child. We need to find out who it is. I wonder if Alice was visiting her. The tea was made yesterday from the look of the tea leaf leftovers. Mrs. Perry had a little guest before she died. Alright, this could be... There are some intricate carved patterns carved on the bottom of sand, similar to the shape of Mrs. Perry's wound. Yeah. There should be another matching candlestick. Where'd that one go? Okay. Complete white candle. Let's look inside. Mrs. Perry's fingerprints. Fingerprints are located on the candlestick. From the look of the candle, it's only been used for a short time. So let's make a cog. There should be a missing candlestick, and this is most likely the murder weapon. Although the pattern on the bottom of the candlestick is similar to the shape of the fatal wound, there's no trace of blood there. The murder weapon must be another matching candlestick. It's not here at the crime scene, so we can't confirm that right now. We're pretty much done here. Contact Royd and examine the next room. Okay, well, I don't trust that. Anti-robot books are all over the bookshelves, and there are some new propaganda handouts. The window is clean, but there are some cat paw prints in the trace of the blood. Mrs. Perry's diary. There might be some clues inside, and the key should be somewhere in the house. Yeah, let's not do that yet, because I think... Yeah. The missing candle stand must be the lethal weapon. It looks like the murderer has taken it. Here, let's tell him what's going on. Hey, Royd, we're done with the investigation here. Let's check the next room. You can continue with the rest of the investigation. Carl told me that they caught a suspect, so I better take a look. A suspect? Sure, I'll come over when I'm finished. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm not buying some of this. A group of unique wind chimes. Oh, more kitties! There's something peculiar about this set of cat paintings. There seems to be hidden switches in them. Okay, so... Yeah, I think it's ascending order. Right? No. So there's one. There's two. See, that doesn't seem right to me. What if we did... Okay, so... There we go. I thought it was just like the population of cats, but... Mrs. Perry gift for Jenny's birthday, beautifully wrapped. A special bronze key. Anything else? Mrs. Perry's schedule. This could hold some important clues. There must be something in the apartment that relates to this passcode. Got a cat tree. Cat's climbing tree, which seems to have been used for a long time, judging by the scratches on it. The heating has been on the whole time, and it's quite warm inside. The tableware has been placed neatly, but some places were left empty. Okay. Let's go take this key out here to the journal. Maybe the journal has an important date in it. I was feeling a bit upset when I saw you off at the door. They're saying the robots are becoming more determined lately, so the government is getting tougher and stricter, and the parade might be stopped. But you told me the robots' actions are justified, as those with consciousness and knowledge deserve more than being treated as simple machines, that they should be given the same rights as human beings. You hugged me and left. I almost called your name to make you stay, but I know I should support your decision. I was waiting for you with the lunch ready, but the police came instead. My world became dark when they asked me to identify your body. Soon I saw you in the morgue. I knew it was you, even though your hair, your face, and your clothes were all covered in blood. I wish I was wrong, my love, my world. I can't believe you were murdered by those cold, heartless machines. I will never forget what they have done. Okay, so that was... I'm just gonna mark this down. So the date was 21, 28, April 21st. Okay. Yeah, I think that's definitely there. All right. So that's just the entry. So her husband was supportive of the robots, which is probably why they have them. You know, like they have a robot, and yeah, but she doesn't trust him because one murdered her husband. Okay, so is it 20, 21, 21, 28? No. Is it 421? Yeah. Alright. So is today the 20th? All day long, last minute. Election day is 2nd of November. Vote for Sholokov. Go for it. Feed little things, cookies and dried fish. Feed little things, cookies and more water. Okay, so this was the first. All rent due. All day rent due. Plan to prepay for December. And then she feeds the cats. So she feeds the cats at 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. Little cutie visiting, prepare fruit tea. Okay. So it was Alice that visited her. Jenny will come visit, prepare some strawberry mousse. Lonely little girl, talk to her. Electronic diary says the visitor yesterday was a little girl named Jenny. Cutie Vincent is visiting. He likes smoke a cake. Ask him about the bully. This lady was so nice. She looked out for the little kids in the neighborhood. Jenny's party would have been the 28th. Confirm. I guess, is it ready for me to do this? Oh, there's a lot of cogs. There's not a little one though. Just want to see. Okay, so this is the biggest one. I honestly think we need to go talk to Jenny before this is going to be a thing, but okay. This is the biggest one. So where does it all fit? Everything but this one. Oh. Mrs. Perry entertained her little guests in the living room with fruit tea, and the two of them seemed to have had an argument. The guest struck Mrs. Perry with a candlestick matching the one I found. The strike didn't kill Mrs. Perry immediately, but immobilized her. She died sometime afterwards. The robot entered the crime scene and dumped the body. The robot stopped working after that and stayed for an unknown reason. Oh my goodness. The candlestick that was the murder weapon was taken away from the crime scene, and it's highly likely that the murderer has destroyed it. I'll have to let the police investigate this further. The crime scene investigation is almost complete. I wonder if that little guest was Jenny. I need to tell Roy to bring her in for questioning. There's something suspicious about the robot too. I need Roy's authorization to carry out an internal core investigation. Oh, it's so cool. I didn't kill her. It wasn't me. You're sticking to that story, even though we have solid evidence and a clear motive. I'll extract the truth from you back at the police station. Rex, you came in right in time. This is the suspect, Christopher. He's one of the homeless people from the neighborhood, and he was pawning some jewelry at the store this morning. The jewelry belonged to Mrs. Perry. This guy, I've seen him around. He might commit theft or burglary. He isn't capable of committing murder. First of all, the timing isn't right. According to the investigation of the corpse, the theft happened 4 to 5 hours after the time of death. If he wanted to murder someone for their valuables, he wouldn't have waited hours before he took them off the body. Secondly, there was no trace of him at the primary murder scene, Mrs. Perry's home. If he wasn't present at the primary crime scene, it means he probably was the thief, but not the murderer. Exactly, you're absolutely right, sir. I stole the jewelry, but I didn't kill anyone. Based on all the evidence we've collected at the crime scene, the little girl named Jenny should be our prime suspect right now. The main suspect is a little girl? What the hell is wrong with you? Alright, Carl, take him away and we'll talk later. Yes, sir. Let's go, pal. Don't try anything funny. Poor guy. Come on, dude. Like, you're supposed to have my back. Roy, I need you to bring in a girl named Jenny. I need to ask her some questions face to face. Okay, I'll get her. We need to find out more about that robot, too. Yes, it's very suspicious. I need your authorization to examine him from the inside. No problem. I'll find you if anything turns up. I was just wondering if I could check anything else out. Oh, it got very exciting very quickly. 2nd of November. Alright, so let's see where we're at. I wonder if we can go investigate the robot core now. The outer shell of the robot's head. In order to access the electronic brain, I need to first unlock each slot and remove the covering. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. I can proceed by sliding out pieces that aren't interlocked with others. The age of this robot means that the system can't be too complicated. Nice. A primitive form of anti-tamper protection. Modern robots don't use the system anymore. I just need to move the signal to the center of the target. Okay. So we've kind of done this already, right? Oh, it can go off? Oh, that's nuts. Okay, so I can't twist them. So that comes into the side. Oh. Okay, I don't know how I solved that, but I did. So here we go. What the? There's an implanted device. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Sorry guys, I can't move. What are we watching? What? What's going on? This is the robot's memory? Why didn't he save Mrs. Perry's life? That's already a violation of robot principles. My head, it hurts so bad. Hey Rex! Rex! What's wrong, Rex? What's wrong? You look like you were in a lot of pain just now. I don't know. I think there's something wrong with this robot. There's some kind of a device implanted in its brain. We'll talk about that later. The new Special Mission Squad is taking over the case, so we need to cease our investigation. What? The SMS? What the hell is going on? We found that Jenny is the daughter of an important man. No sooner had I retrieved your file than the order to transfer the jurisdiction of the investigation came in, and they had already arrived too. This scene is now under our control. Leave now and stay out of our investigation. Alright guys, well before we get into any interrogating, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm trying to keep the episode shorter. I know that I've had some longer ones, but given the complexity of some of the puzzles, I really would like, each episode to move along, quickly. If you are enjoying this series, because I know I am, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And when you comment, tell me what your favorite robot or book or film is, or video game. Put that down below. Alright guys, I'm having a blast and I hope you are too. And as always, happy sipping.